Good morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the replay of my TikTok live where we look at the weekly energy. So feel free to skip ahead a couple minutes. I'm going to wait for everybody to get on. Whoops. And collect all my cards. We do this every Monday and Friday. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me clean my glasses off. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in. If this is your first time here, this is where we gather to get the energy of the week, okay? We're going to look at every day, Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday, we're going to look at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? And yes, Miss Ann, it is the full moon today. It is the buck moon, the first super full moon of the year. So that's exciting. Oh, thank you. Oh, you actually get to watch me live? Yay! Well, good. If you have not gotten on my list for the Reiki healing session on Friday, make sure you go to the link in my profile, scroll down to where it says you're invited, and register your name to get we're doing a group Reiki session. You don't have to log into anything. All you need to do is rest for an hour, and I work on everybody's energy collectively, okay? My weekend was awesome. Thank you. So we do this every Monday and Friday. We're going to look at the energy from Monday through Thursday, and then Friday we'll look at the weekend energy. But first, we need to cleanse out the heart chakra right quick, okay? So in order to do that, all you need to do is relax. I'm going to let the singing bowl do the work, and you just take nice deep breaths to cleanse out your heart chakra. Now, why do we need to do this? We need to do this because your manifestation starts at your root chakra and needs to work all the way up to the crown, and then it comes out to manifestation. We hold a lot. Thank you. We hold a lot in our hearts, okay? So this is why I always have us clear out our heart chakra so we can be ready for the week. So let me pause the music. All you need to do is just relax as much as you can. If you can sit up and put your feet on the floor, that would be ideal. If you cannot, that's okay. Just deep breaths, okay? Here we go. Nice deep breaths. Relax everything that you can. Now let's take one nice big collective deep breath in. Expand it. Expand your lungs. Hold it. Now blow it out quickly. There we go. See? It's easy. And it feels good. So, okay. Now we can get started. You guys, I'm super excited for Friday for the group Reiki session. This is going to be intense because a lot more people joined that group Reiki session than I imagined. And so like Friday, I'll be resting all day, doing meditation. It's kind of like, you know how on Twilight, she's like, we're preparing for the battle. That's what I feel like I'm doing. You're excited for it too? Good. Yeah, it's very interesting when I do Reiki sessions because it's not typical for every Reiki practitioner to get psychic or intuitive messages, but I do most of the time. And I love passing them along because they're so interesting. And it gives confirmation that, yes, I did tap into your energy. So, yeah. You've seen how many people? I know. It's crazy. I was not expecting that. So if you have not registered your name, go to my website. It's linked in my profile. Go down to where it says you're invited, and you'll see the event. And then you can register there. And also, you guys, it's not, I misspoke in my video. I got excited. I was thinking about July and August, and I was looking at what's coming up. August is the Lionsgate portal. The 777 portal is called the Sirius portal, Sirius portal. So I did misspeak in the video, but it's the same information, just wrong title. I got excited. Plus, August is my birthday month, so you know, I had it on the brain. Okay, so let's get our angel blessing for the week, and then we'll get into tarot. Ooh, oops, I had it upside down. We have the blessing of the mothers. Look at that. The blessing of the mothers. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, that's fine. So let's see what that has to say. I know we've pulled that maybe once before, but let's read it right quick so we get all the information. I don't like to leave things out. So we have the fairy gift of a time of unexpected gifts and wonderful synchronicities. Holy crapola. And that's happening on the full moon today. And it's going to last all week, okay? So it says, when this blessing comes to you, friend, you receive the blessing of the mothers, the ancient fairy beings of the land known today as whales. With this blessing comes recognition for your own kindness and generosity. And so now you will find yourself blessed with the unexpected gift. The old tales tell us that mothers will reward those who are kind and caring, especially those who care for the land and for the animals. And so to you, they are sending a boon, a gift of treasure found in a hidden place, a warm cloak on a cold day offered by a stranger, money readily coming to you in strange and lovely ways, and ease of suffering in an area you thought held no hope. Isn't that nice, right? So what it's saying is your kindness is being recognized and rewarded. And what does that mean? It's karma, okay? When you do good, that energy comes back to you. When you do bad, that energy comes back to you. So you determine what you're going to receive, okay? It says the blessing of the mothers are unpredictable as they will see your own life, and what they will bring to you is what your soul most needs to feel solace and blessings. If you have felt like there have been a run of, quote, bad luck, this will now lift and transform into an effortless flow of all that is good. Every small kindness you have offered others will now flow back to you, just like I said. Okay, so this is literally talking about the karma. And here we have the full moon, right? It is the first super moon of the year. And that's exciting. Just saying. Okay, let's pick our tarot deck. And we'll see how this energy connects. So deck 1 or deck 2? 1 or 2? Camera 1, camera 2. We have some 1s, but 2s are... Y'all like this deck, huh? This is the Kipper deck, and this is the Wizard's Tarot. So it looks like, I know they are both cool. I love them both. This is not necessarily tarot. This is more oracle based, but this is tarot. Okay, so we've got 2s that are winning. So we'll pull 1 from deck 1 in a little bit, okay? But let's see what we need to know through the tarot. What do we need to know this week? Make sure you make your moon water tonight, okay? This is a good night to make your moon water. All you do is set a bottle, a jar, whatever of water outside to absorb the moonlight. If you don't have a space to where you can set it outside, set it by a window where the moonlight can shine through. Excuse me. I had like an air bubble coming up, but it didn't. All right, let's see what we need to know for this week. All All right, for today, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So when we see the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it wants to ask you, what have you not been as committed to for yourself that you probably should be, okay? So here we have this full moon, right? Have you fully committed to releasing? Have you fully committed to moving forward on your journey? Is there a project that you need to work on? Are you looking to start up your new business? What is it that needs your commitment and needs your effort, okay? You just posted what the moon means for your rising sun and sun signs in the group. Perfect. Thank you so much for doing that, Anne. So make sure I didn't miss anything. So does that resonate for y'all? What is it that you haven't committed to fully? Leave it in the comments. I want to know, because I want to talk about this. Because just like we have the blessing of the mothers, right? The energy is being put out there. So if you haven't fully committed to something, the energy weakens. Okay? So we have you have health. Well, and the pentacles are about the physical. So it can be money, it could be a project, it could be your health. It's a lot, it encompasses a lot. It's anything in the physical, tangible world. So a lot of us will have an idea and then we'll talk ourselves out of it. Your relationship, okay. We are really good at talking ourselves out of things, but like, oh, well, that's not going to work out. Oh, I'm not special enough, whatever it is. That's not true. You determine your success, okay? So if you quit before you even get started, well, then there you go. My inner child, but worked on that last night. Good for you. Let's look at, to stop drinking. Yeah, that's an important one because, not in reality, none of us should be drinking, right? But most of us do. So it's recognizing how drinking does lower our vibration and recognizing why we are drinking. What's the purpose of that? Are we looking to escape, or do we need to find ways to relax? Because if you're drinking to escape, obviously then we need to look at the emotions and what's going on within and address that. If we're drinking to relax, well, we need to find ways to be able to relax without the aid of something else, without the aid of substance, right? Meditation, just being, and just allowing yourself for once to rest. It's not easy. Okay, so let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is good, okay? I'm not sure if you're in a reading, but look for. Oh, thank you. This is a collective reading. So we're looking at the energy of the days, okay? So we're looking at Tuesday right now. So Tuesday, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Now, when the Nine of Swords is in reverse, it indicates fear and anxiety falling away, which is perfect because we have the full moon today. So we need to release the fear and anxiety. We need to recommit to what needs to be committed to. Everybody's going to be different, right? And so then on Tuesday, we have something, and if you don't feel that release on Tuesday, there might be something that you need to look at that needs to be released in order for you to release yourself from this fear and anxiety, okay? Because the Nine of Swords is fear, anxiety, sleeplessness, depression, that kind of thing. It's just like the thoughts are constantly just swirling around your head, right? We all do that, always. Just thoughts. And so we grab on to the one that's the strongest, and typically it's the strongest because it's the most negative, and it creates fear. Then we create this strong emotion. We start playing out the scenario in our mind, something that will most likely never happen, right? But our body doesn't know that. Our body's going through that trauma of what you're creating up here. Our body's not very smart as far as like knowing reality from non-reality. So if you're having all these anxious thoughts and creating these scenarios, like I know people that will literally act out entire conversations like dramatically. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's hasn't even happened. You're just like making shit up. But they're like assuming that that's going to be the person's response. So they're preparing themselves for that argument, and they're literally playing it out in their mind and even verbally speaking it. And I'm like, stop doing that, because your body is living that right now, and that's not good. That's how we get disease, okay? Your card of the day is Nine of Swords upright. Well, okay, there you go. So it's about releasing that fear and that anxiety, finding ways to allow yourself to rest. Jamie, not me doing that for the longest time. All the time, and they never happen. I know, y'all, we do this. We do this to ourselves, and we can stop it ourselves, okay? It just takes your discipline and you policing your thoughts, saying, you know, we're not doing this. This hasn't even happened. Why am I even playing out this scenario? I'm not going to put my body through that trauma, okay? Always being in survival mode. Man, that's the worst thing that the rulers of this world have done to us. They have put us in constant survival mode, and it's extremely tough on our bodies, and we are just in a constant state of fear. That's why we have to collectively, that's why we're going through this big awakening right now, because we need to balance out that energy and overcome that dark energy. So this is why I'm so passionate about all of this stuff and teaching everybody how to empower yourself by using these tools that I've gained over the past 10 plus years. Okay. How much is a 777 cleansing or manifesting? Well, the group Reiki session that I'm doing on Friday, look, you guys, I normally charge $44 for the group session, but it's only $7.77. I wanted to keep with the theme of the 777 because it's such a highly spiritual number. So if you haven't gotten your name in that event for me to work on your energy, make sure you do that, okay? Can you ask a question? Sure. All right, let's look at Wednesday. So Wednesday we have the King of Wands in reverse. So when the King of Wands is in reverse, this can indicate a feeling of lack of energy, really, kind of like giving up, feeling hopeless. This would be a time for you to really rest and reorganize what you want to put your intentions towards, okay? It could be also, if you have somebody, a male energy, like a really strong, dominant male energy, you might have some sort of issue with them on Wednesday. So just remember, stay in your power and don't give it away. You respond, you don't react to situations, okay? Now, again, the King of Wands in reverse is the need to take a step back before you act on anything. Okay, let's reevaluate. So we have this super full moon today, and it's causing us to really think about everything we're putting effort and energy into. So here, we don't want to put our thoughts into this negativity, fear, and worry, right? On Wednesday, we don't want to put our energy and efforts into something negative. The kings, they're all about the masculine energy. They're all about, taking action. Well, Wednesday is not the best day for you to take action. It's a day for you to be more in the feminine, receptive energy and evaluate where you're putting that energy, because he's also a leader, and we can't lead if we don't know where we're going. We can't lead if we haven't helped ourselves first. Okay. Oh goodness, you're having your first meeting with your divorce lawyer. I'm so sorry you're having to go through that. Ugh, I've been there, divorce, it sucks. Let's see, just making sure I've read all this. Okay, so let's look at Thursday. Thursday we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So when the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse, it indicates the opportunity. There's something building for you, okay? When it's showing up, it means that there is some sort of opportunity or gift. And remember, we have the gift of the mothers. So I feel like this is on hold, determined by what you do the first 3 days, okay? So when we see the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, are you making that commitment to yourself? Are you going, okay, this is what I'm doing now? I'm not going to let anybody or anything hold me back. I'm going to commit to my health, my financial status, my spirituality, whatever it is for you. And then on Tuesday, 9 of Swords in reverse, I am committing to monitoring my thoughts. I'm not going to let this fear and anxiety play out in my mind over and over again, because I'm not going to put my body through that. Okay, you are your gatekeeper, and don't allow your mind to run wild and do that to your body. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna stay back for a minute, and I'm gonna look and reevaluate of what I'm putting my energy and effort into. How am I leading by example? Okay, how am I giving up on myself or my journey, and where can I enforce that commitment? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? Receiving that gift and knowing that it's there. The potential, the opportunity, the new timeline is there, okay? I've been manifesting a healthy relationship. Good. Look at the bottom of the deck. There we go. 6 of Wands. Moving towards success, feeling supported, allowing yourself to be seen. But you can't allow yourself to be seen if you're not willing to see yourself. Okay? So this is all building up to allow you to move forward, but it's dictated by you. Okay? Because we hear on the traditional Rider-Waite, you'll see, this one's kind of weird, but in the traditional Rider-Waite, you see the person riding the horse and everybody's like cheering them on. So this is the effort that they've done in moving forward, and everybody's like rooting for them. So I'll let you see this one. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of weird, but it's the Wizard's Tarot. So it's hitting home so much. Good. Good. Well, I hope it's really, bringing a lot of insight to everybody, because this is a big week. Okay. The vibration on Friday is going to be high, and I'm so excited for the Reiki session. Like I said, I'll be spending all day preparing. I'll be here Friday morning doing the reading for the weekend, but the rest of the day I'll be preparing. Let's see what else we need to know for this week. Oh, look at that. Chiron, heal. Interesting, huh? This is a time for you to allow yourself to heal. And why do I say allow yourself to heal? Because most of the time we are holding on to this pain, this anger, this illness, whatever it is. But if we no longer claim that that is us, if we no longer take ownership of this negativity, then we allow ourselves to heal. We release it. We let go. So really take time today and think about what you've been hanging on to, what you have been claiming as who you are, what you've been claiming as to what your life is. Are you lucky or unlucky? A lot of people do that. So it's allowing yourself to go through the process of letting go and no longer claiming anything that's meant to keep you down. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. I don't know why you're putting your birthday in the comments. Your Chiron wound is also your greatest gift to the world. Yeah. I was researching that this weekend, actually looking at all the different aspects in my natal chart. And I was like, it's so fascinating, because my Chiron is in Aries, or my first house. And remember, I always tell y'all, I always thought something was wrong with me. Well, that's exactly what that meant. So look, we have the mature man. Look at that in number 5. So exactly what I was talking about with the King of Wands in reverse. The mature man, the masculine energy, is about taking action. Well, he knows when to take action and he knows when to sit back. Okay. Some things are just not worth it. Some things need to take action. It comes with trial and error. So don't feel bad if you do something, if you make a decision and you screw up or it doesn't work out or whatever. Don't make yourself feel bad because you're learning. Okay. Everything is a learning experience. So don't worry. That's the only way you gain wisdom is learning from your experience and then learning from others' experience and their wisdom. Okay. So let's see if anything else. And never stop learning. Never. Okay. We should always be learning, always gathering new information. You're never going to hit this peak to where you know everything. Okay. So humility is fantastic because it leaves you open to explore new things. It leaves you open to higher consciousness, to greater wisdom. We don't ever want to assume we know everything. Yeah, go look for yours. Let's see. I just want to make sure your daughter is the same. She's also a Leo sun. Oh, that's why she's so cute. My birthday is Friday and I keep hearing that it's going to be a strong day. Yeah, it is. It really is. Oh, hello from Greece. Welcome. Awesome. We got people from all over. So let's get some more oracle. You have Chiron in your 8th house. Jamie can tell you more about that than I can. She's our astrology gal. What else do we need to know? There we go again. Healing. See, y'all, these readings are getting more and more connected because here we have the mature man and the King of Wands in reverse. Then we have Chiron heal, and now we have Bear Spirit healing. I told y'all this is going to be a big week. That's why I'm doing that group Reiki session, because it's going to give you a jump start on moving forward. Okay. Now, is this one session going to take away all your troubles? No. So what it does is it cleanses out your chakras, right? I go through, I cleanse them all out, and I pump divine energy into, I'm just a conduit. I pump divine energy into your chakras to get you balanced out. Now, it is up to you to maintain that balance. Sometimes I have people that come back because they have something so deep seated within them that they need multiple sessions. Some people feel great and they just move forward. It's up to everybody. With this being a group session, it won't be as strong as a private session, but you're going to get that energy cleansing, and it's going to be on that 777 timeline at 7 p.m. So we're doing everything possible to make it the strongest experience. Okay. Yeah, a good cleanse is needed for sure. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Changes scares you. Well, I mean, look, I understand that. I've always told people I hate change, but I love progress. So I've gone through a lot of changes too, so I can definitely empathize with what you're saying. I had to shift fearing change as going, oh, okay, well, I'm being redirected to something that's more in alignment with me. I'm being shown something. So anytime something changes, I'm just like, oh, well, let's see where this goes. It takes practice, but you just signed up for it, Jennifer. Awesome. Let's see what else. Is it somebody else's birthday? I've noticed a lot of people had birthdays on Friday, and I was like, okay, that's exciting. We have beginnings east. Look at that. So we have that full moon today, the full super moon, the buck moon today. And what that's about is releasing, right? It's a big energy for releasing. And then we start fresh. And then we're going to go and do the group Reiki session. And so you're going to have this like really nice energy, like just building the whole week. Okay. And this is going to offer you the opportunity to have whatever beginning you want. And I say beginning because it's actually, I feel like more of a recommitment to yourself, a fresher outlook on things. Okay. More like a re-energizing. Oops. Look at that. Elder moved beyond ancestral patterns. So there we go. This is allowing you to do things differently. Okay. Because we were born into these families. We were programmed and taught by the people that we interacted with through childhood up until adulthood. And we start repeating these patterns. But you can change it all. I was the black sheep in the family. And I had to learn how to go my own way, do my own thing to stop certain patterns. And so this is you no longer condemning yourself because of where you come from. It's not you. You were just born into that family because that needed to teach you how to be your individual self. That was teaching you how to, maybe stop these patterns so it raises the vibration for you to stand in your power and learn how to love yourself. There's so many different things that you can capitalize off of from a tough childhood. Okay. It's not meant to, hold you back. It's meant for you to push through. Yeah, power of change and positivity. Absolutely. We'll get into the money deck in just a second. See what our money situation is this week. Look at that. Hence, I'm going to say this wrong because I don't know what this says. It says panacea. I don't know. There is a solution for every problem. And look. So look at the picture. The ropes are on the feet, holding it down. Okay. And this is you holding yourself back, keeping yourself stuck. This is why we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here. There's a need to recommit to yourself because there's something that you want. There's something that you need, but we get distracted. We talk ourselves out of it. We let other people talk ourselves out of it. There's so much that we allow that pulls us away from that commitment, but we can't let that happen. Panacea. Thank you, Anne. That one always trips me up and I don't know why. Is that why we have codependence issues? Yep. I really had to work through my codependency and I didn't know that it was codependency. I don't know. I used to just want someone to come and take my troubles away or to make me feel better, but it was me that had to do that. And until I did that, my life was the same. Like I kept going through the same cycles over and over again. And that's why I thought something was wrong with me, but it wasn't anything was wrong with me. I just wasn't like getting it. I couldn't see it yet. And so when I finally started my awakening journey and I started researching myself and looking into everything, I was like, oh, I was supposed to fulfill me, not somebody else. So yeah, it was a tough pill to swallow, but man, it helped. You just put your name on. Good. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all, I'm so excited for this Reiki session. You're learning that now? Good. I always waited for someone to save me and then realized I had to save myself. Yeah, and see, that's the thing is like we're always taught, like especially in the Christian world. Now, if you want to be Christian, that's fine. Not my place to say. But I noticed in the Christian world that people are always taught to wait because somebody's coming to save you, right? Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming to save us all. And so it makes us stay. It makes us just sit and be complacent, and we wait for someone to come save us instead of us acting and us saving ourselves. So it's really, we've been programmed all wrong for certain reasons, right? But now people are tired of waiting. People are really finally like, I got to take matters into my own hands, and that's why we're having this awakening. So 3 divorces later, girl, look, I'll tell you something that I'm not proud of, but I'm always honest. I married the same guy twice. So how about that? Because for me, I was trying to break that generational drama and trauma by staying with the person that is the father of my children. But it was so toxic that we divorced twice. So yeah. I don't do the Reiki through Zoom. You don't log into anything. All you do is you rest. I'll be sending everybody an email with further instructions, like a video. But yeah, so all you do on the Reiki session is you just rest. I did the same thing also. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, married him twice, thinking that's what God wanted me to do. Yeah, man. Look at this. We got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. See, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Remember, because we have, if I can get these, we have the 9 of Swords here in reverse, right? Needing to release the stress, needing to release the playing out of dramatic situations in our mind that hasn't even happened, right? No longer putting our body through that crap. And so making up our mind going, you know what? This is going to change. This is what I want. And it absolutely 100% can happen. Okay? Lesson learned, second divorce, just final. Oh, yeah, it's tough. And I don't always mean to laugh whenever you say that, but it just, it makes me think of the Black Widow. Yeah, Lisa got it. Oh. The deck with the ropes on the feet are the Magic of You Oracle. If you want to screenshot that, you can. It's a really cool deck. So anyways, okay, let's look into the money deck right quick. I think when you get out of the conditioned and into the self, everything about yourself surfaces. Yes. Yeah. That's why they don't want us to do that, because, you know, they're like, oh, I've seen a lot of people like on my Facebook, they get really mad at the spiritual people because we're like, do what makes you happy. You know, you're allowed to be happy. And that makes them mad. They're like, you know, you're not supposed to just do what makes you happy. You're supposed to serve God. You're supposed to wait for Jesus. You're supposed to do this and this and that. You're supposed to be miserable. And I'm like, y'all can do that, but I'm not doing that. That's not a loving God. That's that's the devil. If you believe in that thing. Let's see what good and bad, but your being and purpose comes to light. Yes, and intuition gets better. Yes. You trigger a lot of people by being spiritual. I know. It's crazy how mad they get. And I'm like, you can be spiritual too. You don't have to be unhappy. It's up to you. Oh, look, we have offering. This is our money deck, okay? There's 3 ways to resonate. I'll read them to you. Number 1, the universe will meet all your needs. And let me tell you, this is true. 100% true. When I was going through those cycles over and over and over again, I kept running into the same money problems, the same issues. Money was always leaving me, okay? It wasn't until I woke up, I shifted my focus, and I started trusting that the universe would provide for me. It does. It's crazy. It's awesome. And it does. Number 2, consider having a money altar. If you're in the altar sector of your spirituality, you can definitely do that, okay? Number 3, call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. You can always ask for help, okay? Always. But we want to speak that request in the positive, okay? So you never want to say something about, I don't want to be poor anymore, or can you don't talk about your lack. Let's talk about the abundance. Like, please bring me everything that I need for whatever it is. I trust in the universe to provide everything that I need. And you just affirm these positive things because you're no longer setting up that wall. Anytime you affirm anything in the negative, even if you're joking, you're stacking up bricks in that wall. Okay? And then you have to really work to bust that back down because you've built this sturdy wall, this negative relationship. And that's what the universe is going to give you because that's what you keep affirming. But if you affirm that the universe is going to provide for me, the universe always shows up exactly when I need them. And it works. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else that is calling to me. I have decks all over. Let's pull this one. Is that making sense, y'all? Again, if you're just joining, we do this every Monday and Friday. We look at the energy for Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday, we look at the energy for Friday through Sunday. You just signed up? Perfect. It really frustrated me because there are thousands of comments on that video and hardly anybody listened to my instructions. They put all their names in the comments. I'm like, y'all, I can't print off TikTok comments. I can't keep up with all of this. This is why I created the event. This is why I told people to go. You can't say, go to my website, right? Because TikTok will suppress your video. So I had to say, go, where, and scroll down. But people just started putting their names in the comments. And I'm just like, that's not what I said. You're not going to get your energy worked on if you can't follow directions. So I hate that people are going to miss out, but I don't know what else to do. I can only do so much. Oh, look. We have 8, inner child. So when we're talking about allowing yourself, we were talking about breaking those generational curses or, bonds, habits, whatever you want to call them. I don't really believe in like the curses thing, but we think about everything that we were taught as children, okay? Taught about Christianity, society, and ourselves. We have to reteach ourselves. We have to go into that inner child and say, hey, that was all wrong. It had nothing to do with you. This is just what everybody else was living. Here's our truth. And here's how we can now bond together and we can move forward. Okay? So the inner child is really important. If you ignore the inner child work, then you're going to constantly be met with roadblocks. Okay? Because you haven't acknowledged where that stuff came from. This is why I have Madi doing the inner child healing through 22, because she can see psychically the certain ages where you had this trauma, and she can pick up that type of energy, and then you can acknowledge it and go through it and process it and finally connect to that inner child. See, there she is. And you can't ignore that. Okay? You have to go back to the source of the issue in order to heal it. I know somebody very close to me who just claims that she's over things, she's past it, everything is fine, life is great, but she keeps going through the same shit over and over again, escapes through alcoholism, things like that. It's because she hasn't acknowledged that inner child. She hasn't gone back to the source of her trauma and healed it. And there's nothing else I can do. Is there a coupon code? No. Normally that session is $44. This time it's only $7.77. So yeah, you're getting it at a deep discount. I was literally talking with my brother about how we were closed-minded. Oh, raised closed-minded. Yeah. Yep. I was raised more so in a lack type of situation, where money was scarce and it was hard to come by, or I needed to marry somebody rich if I wanted to have, a luxurious life instead of like, I can go be rich myself. I've had the roughest years of my life, but I feel like this is all changing. You will go through a really rough time. Remember the saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. You will, because we don't move until something dramatic happens. That's just humanity. We get complacent, we get comfortable, and that's just it. And so it has to be something dramatic that makes us move. And until then, we're just like, well, this is just my life. I mean, I guess I'll just put up with it. No, don't put up with it. Please don't put up with it, because you're going to be unhappy. And then you're going to be on your deathbed looking back and going, God, I wish I would have blank, right? I wish I wouldn't have let people determine my life and my happiness. I wish I would have taken that trip or taken that risk. I wish I would have loved myself more. There's so many regrets that people have on their deathbed. Please don't be one of them. Okay? I'll be holding lives twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, for Q&A regarding inner child work. Good, Marty. That makes me excited. Why am I the only one in the family with abilities? Because you're special. Now, everybody has abilities, but you are probably the light worker of the family, and you are meant to connect because you have a bigger mission as far as doing things differently. That's like me. My dad has abilities, but like as far as like my mom's side of the family and whatnot. Thank you, Jamie. She says it's so worth the $7. We need to travel to our inner child during this full moon energy. Yes, we do. Yeah, because that's going to be the ultimate release. Again, even if you watch Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about you have to go back to the source of the issue. There is a reason why we have physical ailments. There is a reason why we have energetic blocks. But if you don't acknowledge why, then it's likely going to happen again, and it's going to just stay there. Okay? This is why I teach people as well as read tarot, because reading tarot is fantastic. I love it. And it's a great guidance tool. However, if you're not willing to do any work to change the outcome to be better for yourself, then you can expect to get the similar readings over and over and over again. Okay. I have clients that come to me every month for an updated reading, hoping that something's going to change. And I'm like, well, what have you done differently? What have you done to empower yourself or to heal yourself? And it's been nothing. They're just hoping that something's just going to magically change. And it doesn't work that way. Okay? You have to do the work. If you don't, I mean, that's up to you. Let's see. The inner child work should have been the first healing, but didn't come as the first. Yeah, I mean, most people don't really realize that. Most people haven't heard of inner child stuff. Most people don't know about shadow work. Most people don't know about a lot. This is why I educate so much, because this is why I dove headfirst into all of this, because I wanted to know. I'm just like the type of person that if somebody asks me a question, I do want to know the answer. I like to know how and why things work the way they do, how and why people are the way they are. That's why I study psychology, metaphysics, numerology, everything, because I just want to know, I want to understand, and then I can see how things led up to that point. That's how I started releasing everything from my past, because I dove headfirst into learning about myself as well as everything else. And I saw how everything was leading to this point. And I was like, God, I finally freaking get it. And I was finally able to let go. And there are things that will come back and try to like poke you. But no, you're like, that was in the past. It's over with. I learned from that, and now I'm in my power. Now I decide my future. And that's how you do it. It's simple, but not easy. You just added your name? Awesome. Yeah, I was shocked that video went viral, but I'm just really sad that most people didn't follow directions and they're not going to get their energy worked on. So how do you add your name? Just go to the link in my bio and you'll scroll down just a little bit and you'll see an event where it says you're invited and it says the 777 portal. So you just register there. But yeah, you guys, this is going to be a great week. This is going to be a strong week. Do not let it pass by without doing something for yourself. Okay. Today is the full moon. Make sure you make your moon water. Make sure if there's anything that you need to release, you can write it down and you can safely burn it, or you can rip it up, whatever symbolizes you releasing that. Okay. And then affirm to yourself that you are now ready to step into this new timeline, that you are now ready to receive all that is for your highest good. You have to be committed to yourself. If you're not, nobody else will be. Okay? Yes, charge your crystals as well. Thank you for reminding me, Tara. I did that last night. Haven't made moon water in forever. You know, it's been a while since I have too, just because like there's been some, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't made it either, but I'm going to now. You couldn't agree more. Good. That makes me happy, because this is where we come to get empowered. This is where we come to learn, and we receive these messages and everything, but there's so much more of a deeper meaning for each of you individually. Okay. That's why I love doing this on Mondays and Fridays, because it's just, you have to stay tapped in. With a world designed to distract you, you have to be the defiant one and stay tapped in. Okay. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Be safe for July 4th. Okay. Don't do anything crazy. Make sure you take care of you and get your name on my list for this 777 portal if you want your energy worked on. But if you need anything else, the link is in my bio. I'm always here. Okay. I had a moon session this morning. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. The moon was clouded last night. I went to go sit outside, but I'll probably do that later tonight after my gig. If y'all don't know, I'm a singer as well, and I have a performance this evening. So anyways, have a wonderful week, and I will see you Friday morning, okay? 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll get more energy readings for the weekend. We'll get more messages, guidance, everything, okay? Mwah. I love you all, and I'll see you then.